All right. Hope everyone had a great week. Hope everyone enjoyed last week's lesson. We're going to go ahead and get into lesson number 4 here. What are we going to need today? We're going to need a ball that can be kicked. This could be a soccer ball, a playground ball. We're going to need some objects that can be used as placement markers or a target. So we're going to need a cone. This could be a cone, a water bottle, a red Solo cup, any other type of cup, a hula hoop, a hamper, or a basket. Anything like that will be able to be used for our marker or target for today's lesson. So, class overview. We're going to get into an instant activity right after this slide. We're going to get into what we're going to be learning today. We're going to get into our focus activity after that, and then we're going to review and close out and talk about what we learned in today's lesson. So, for our instant activity, we have a Laser Wars warm-up. This is a Star Wars themed video that comes from Mr. Blyzwick on YouTube. It's a pretty fun activity that requires you to jump, move left, move right, duck under the lasers that are going to be coming in the video. You guys will see them. Mr. Blyzwick is going to give you guys a great explanation of how to do this activity. It's going to get your heart rate up to get you guys ready for activity today. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my screen off and mute my audio and get you guys started with this video.
Welcome to Laser Wars, where your job is to avoid the lasers. You're going to be jumping over them, ducking under them, moving right, moving left, and also blocking them. There are 3 levels. Each level gets harder as you go. You ready? Let's go.
Level 1, start.
In order to make it load faster, let's do some jumping jacks. Nice job. You ready for the next level? Let's go.
Level 2, start.
Let's make the next level load faster with some squats. Nice job. Are you ready to move on to the next level? Let's go. Level 3, you are on your own.
Level 3, start. End of level 3.
Thank you for playing.
All right. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that activity. Maybe we had some Star Wars fans in the class today. that particularly enjoyed it. I thought it was a great activity, just to get you guys moving, something a little bit different than what we've been doing. On this next slide here, I just have basically given credit to Mr. Blyzwick for this video. Instant activity came from YouTube. The channel is Derek Blyzwick. He's got a bunch of great videos. Feel free to check him out on YouTube. Show your friends. Maybe check out some of his other videos. I have the link right here for his YouTube channel. I understand that you guys can't click on that, but I'll leave it up here for about 10 seconds just in case you guys want to go check him out, see how some of his other videos. I know a lot of them are pretty great. So I'll leave it there for a couple seconds. All right, go ahead and move on. What are we going to be learning today? Today we're going to be working on drills that involve kicking for distance, kicking for accuracy, and then lastly, our end result is going to be successfully combining the two. So we're going to be kicking for distance and accuracy with our dominant foot at the end of our lesson today for our culminating activity. We're going to be performing this activity by yourselves, so it's going to be solo. You're going to be outdoors in an open area for safety reasons. So before we get into our activities for the day, we're going to talk about a health activity. And as you all know, we are dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, which is why we are not in person and why we're all online on Zoom. So I thought it would be a good idea for our health activity to be how to properly wear your mask. So I have two masks right here. One of them is the disposable masks, and then the other one was provided to me by the University of Salisbury. This mask is great. This is usually what I wear. Both pretty similar. So basically, I got these steps from the CDC, which is the Center for Disease Control, on how to wear your mask. So step one, you always want to make sure you're washing your hands before putting your mask on. You're going to want to cover your nose and your mouth with the mask, and you're going to want to secure it under your chin. And we're going to want to make sure it's nice and snug on the side of our faces. So I'm going to demonstrate putting on each one of these two masks. Let's start with the disposable first. You want to grab it by the strings on the side so we're not touching the mask. We're going to put it on over our face and around our ears. The part on the top is going to have like a little metal strip in it, so we want to make sure we have that part. We're going to want to clip that down on our nose, tuck the mask nice under our chin, make sure our nose and our mouth is all covered and that it's nice and snug on the sides to keep everyone safe. So I'll take this one off and we will try the Salisbury edition of the mask. Cloth mask. It still has that metal piece on the inside of it. It's going to keep it nice and tight on your nose. So again, with the strings over the nose, behind the ears, push that metal piece down to keep it tight so nothing's getting inside the mask. Make sure to secure it under our chin, have it nice and tight and snug on the sides so nothing's getting in there. So got this little picture down here on how to properly wear your mask and some things not to do when you're wearing your mask. So you don't want to touch your mask or your face without first washing your hands for 20 seconds with soap and water, like I had taught you guys a couple lessons ago, or using a alcohol-based hand sanitizer. And you want to, this is one of the big ones here. Don't pull the front of the mask down to talk or breathe or eat in front of other people. Want to make sure we're socially distanced. So that's going to be like if you're walking up to one of your friends with your mask and you kind of go like this or like this, we want to make sure that mask stays up across our nose, under our chin, and nice and tight. So we're keeping yourself and everyone else around you safe. So that's our health activity for today. All right, so for kicking, our cues are going to be your non-kicking foot is going to be on the side of the ball. So just to the side of the ball. We're going to make contact with the inside of our foot. We're going to want to make contact on the ball with the inside of our foot in the center of the ball. And we're going to want to follow through with your kicking foot to the target. All of these are going to give you that good power, distance, and accuracy that we want to see from you guys today. So activity one is just going to be a simple kicking for distance. So this slide, you can see right here, your other teacher, Miss Spicer, is demoing how to kick for distance with her strong foot, which is her right foot. So for the first minute and 30 seconds, you're going to set up 2 cones, one starting cone. This could be where your object comes in, a shoe, water bottle, hamper, hula hoop, anything like that. We're going to set up a starting cone and then a target area, which is going to be about 5 feet away from your starting cone. This will be your ending cone where you want to kick the ball to. So you're going to be kicking for distance for about 1 minute and 30 seconds on the next slide. We're going to have this demo video still going to be up, and I'm going to have a timer for you guys to work on kicking for distance. So here we go. Again, you see the demo video right here. If you need to check back with that at any point during this time for practice activity number 1, go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and turn my screen off, mute my audio, and start the video timer. All right, let's go ahead and finish up that last kick. Give you guys about 5 more seconds to finish that last kick up and pick your ball up. So we can move on to practice activity number 1. It's going to be continued off of this. Go ahead and move on here. So just like I said, activity number 1 continued, kicking for distance. We're just going to be moving that cone about 5 more feet away from the starting cone. As you can see, Miss Spicer here has her 1 cone, her starting point where she's kicking the ball from, and she kicked it to her ending cone, which is about 10 feet away from her, just about double the amount of space that was in between her last kick. So we're going to give you guys 1 minute and 30 seconds to do this again. We're going to want to try and reach that target area as many times as possible within that given period, using those correct cues of having your opposite foot next to the ball, making contact with the ball on the inside of your foot, and kicking the center of the ball, and then following through your target. So let's go ahead and move on here. Still got this video right here, this demo video for you guys on the left side, just to make sure that if you need any more direction during the 1 minute and 30 second timer, you can just go look at that video, and then I'll give you a great idea of what we're doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my video off, mute my audio, and start this timer for you guys so we can get into the activity. All right, let's go ahead and finish up that last kick. Give you guys a couple seconds to finish up, grab your ball, so we can move on to activity number 2. So activity number 2 is going to be kicking for accuracy instead of kicking for distance. So for the first minute and 30 seconds, you're going to want to move the cone back to that about 5 feet distance, which was the first one for the kicking for distance. So we're going to have a shorter distance here from the starting cone to your target area. And then this will be your target goal. So we're going to be kicking for accuracy. So we're going to want to kick that ball to that target and have it stop right there, right? So the goal of this activity is, again, to accurately kick your ball between the given target area. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next slide here. We're going to be doing the same thing. It's going to be a 1 and 30-second timer. Again, we have the demo video here from Ms. Spicer on the left side, just in case if you guys need any more direction throughout your time completing this activity. Just go ahead and check this video out, give you a great idea what we're going to be wanting you guys to do during this activity. So again, I'm going to go ahead and stop my video and mute my audio so you guys can get into practice activity number 2. Go ahead and finish up your last kick here. Again, I'll give you guys a couple more seconds, finish that kick up and go retrieve your ball and head back to your starting point. Okay, so activity 2 continued. This is going to be kicking for accuracy again, but what we're going to do is we're going to move the target cone back about 5 more feet, just like we did when we were kicking for distance. So it's going to be about a total of 10 feet away from the starting cone, from your starting point until your target area. This is going to make it more challenging to reach your goal and master the accuracy portion of the kicking that we want you guys to be able to master today. So we got this demo video right here. Ms. Spicer kicking the ball for accuracy about 10 feet away from her starting point to her target area. Give you guys those cues one more time, which is going to be, as you can see, I'll let it go back. Ms. Spicer has her opposite left foot right next to the ball with her strong foot ready to kick. She's going to kick with the inside of her strong or dominant right foot right in the center of the ball to get the most power, and we're going to want to follow through to our target to ensure that we get good accuracy on that kick. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into the activity. Another 1 minute, 30-second timer. We got Ms. Spicer here demoing what we want you guys to be able to do on the left side again, just in case if you guys need some more direction when we are doing this activity. I'm going to go ahead and turn my screen off, mute my audio, and get into the activity. All right, go ahead and finish up the last kick that we're getting going here. Give you guys a couple seconds to go get your ball. All right, activity number 3, which is going to be our culminating activity. We're going to be kicking for distance and accuracy in this one. So for the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds this time, it's going to be a 2-minute and 30-second timer rather than a 1-minute and 30-second timer. You're going to need 5 objects, which could be a cup, cone, shoe, a hula hoop, laundry basket, hamper, anything like that. That can easily be knocked over. You're going to want to set them up about 5 feet from the starting distance, which is going to be your starting object. You're going to be kicking for the 5 feet distance and to kick accurately at that object to be able to knock it down. Once you've knocked the object down, you're going to want to reset them all and do it again for the given time. This is going to allow you to have the object of working on accuracy and distance at the same time. As you can see, Ms. Spicer's here is kicking for distance and accuracy with the correct cues. She's kicking the ball at the yellow bucket, which is the accuracy portion, and then the 2 cones are going to simulate the distance portion of this activity. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this here. Again, we got the demo video right here on the left side for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and mute my audio and turn my screen off so you guys can get into the activity. All right, go ahead and finish up that last kick. Go ahead and retrieve your ball here. Give you guys a couple seconds to do that. We'll go ahead and get into our next activity. So activity number 3 continued. Again, kicking for distance and accuracy. For the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is going to be the timer that's going to be set on the next slide, we're going to want to move those 5 objects back 5 more feet. So it's going to be about a total of 10 feet in between you, your starting point, and the target area. It's going to be a longer distance, and it's also going to be harder because it's going to be harder to hit that object that you're trying to knock down for accuracy. This is going to allow you to have the objective of working on accuracy and distance at the same time. And we're going to be doing this again for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, you see right here, Ms. Spicer's demoing in this video right here. The video will be on the next slide as well. So video right here, demo video right here, just in case if you guys need some direction when we are performing the activity, just go ahead and take a look at this video, and that'll give you everything that you guys need to know. Great video here from Ms. Spicer performing our culminating activity. So I'm going to go ahead and mute my video, or mute my audio, stop my screen. I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds to set your objects back up, and then I will start the timer. All right, great job, everyone. Hope everyone enjoyed that. I'm sure everyone was doing awesome. So just to review our lesson, we're going to have another Flipgrid assessment. What we're going to do is we're going to have someone record you using your Flipgrid app on your phone. We're going to submit a 2-minute video of your last 2 minutes and 30 seconds of task 3. So I'll go back really quick to show you guys which task that was. That's going to be this task right here, the long distance and accuracy kick. We're going to want to remember to use those correct cues. Again, the non-kicking foot is going to be at the side of the ball. So if you're right foot dominant, your left foot is going to be placed right to the side of the ball. We're going to want to make contact with the inside of our dominant foot on the ball, right in the center of the ball, which is cue number 3. And then we're going to want to follow through with our kicking foot to the target. This is going to give us that good accuracy. We're not going to have to cook down all of our cones or objects. We just want to see you kicking your ball accurately to your target area for the correct distance. So we're going to use the Flipgrid access code right here. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your phone out, and I believe if you just pull your camera out and put it up to this scanner right here, it will come up with the Flipgrid on your phone. So that'll be our assessment for today's lesson. So for next class, we're going to need one of the following: a ball that could be punted. So this could be a soccer ball, playground ball, football. And again, we're going to need some objects to use as placement markers or targets. So this could be cones, shoes, water bottles, any type of cup, a basket, hula hoop, hamper, anything like that to just basically mark where you're starting and your stopping point. Just really quick before we end the lesson, I'm going to go back to this slide. This is where I got this video, the Laser Wars video from Mr. Blyzwick on YouTube. Just give you guys one more opportunity to check his videos out. Just in case you really like that video or you wanted to use that video again, maybe just to get some exercise in for a different day. So here's his YouTube channel again. And go back to the end here. All right, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day, great rest of their week, and I will see you guys next week for lesson number 5.